Well, isn't this something? Isn't this something? Family pug seized by town over unpaid debts and sold on eBay. A town in Germany has made headlines for seizing a family's dog over unpaid taxes and then selling it on eBay. Now, apparently this has been confirmed, and this is unimaginably cruel. Like, if it turns out this is completely true, this is unimaginable fucking cruelty. That is horrendous. Selling, like, anybody that's owned a dog, like, they're essentially part of the family. They're a family member. That's how I see my dogs. I love my dogs just as much as I would any other family member. So the fact that people actually did this, I mean, I don't even have words, man. German media report that officials in Aalen initially wanted to seize the wheelchair of a disabled resident as the most valuable item on the premises. Instead, they settled on a pedigree pug bitch named Edda. One of the officials then listed the dog on eBay at an apparent bargain price of €750, half of what its new owner expected to pay. But the case, first reported in local newspaper Allgemeiner Tageblatt, was not yet over. Edda's new owner was Michaela Jordan, a police officer who told the newspaper she was initially suspicious of the low price. Upon calling the number listed in the advert, she spoke to an employee of Aelin's administration who explained the dog had been seized because the owner owed the city money, including for unpaid dog tax. The pug was healthy, she was told, and so Miss Jordan agreed to the sale. Now she says that Edda had medical problems that were not disclosed. Since changing owners in December, she needed 4 operations due to eye problems. Of course it did, because it's a pug. Including an emergency operation over Christmas. Miss Jordan is seeking recompense for the expense, totalling about €1,800. Her demands from the town brought the case to the attention of Allgemeiner Tageblatt, which also managed to track down Edda's original owner. How it all ended, that was absolutely not okay, the former owner said, though she accepts that the seizure was legal. That shouldn't have been legal. That's horrible. Like, see, as far as pugs go, yeah, they've got health problems, but see, if you know how to take care of them, you can avoid all that. There's certain things that you need to do. Regularly clean their eyes, regularly clean their folds, get the right, leads for them and stuff so it doesn't put pressure in the neck and there's damage to the eyes. There's ways around it, feeding them certain food. Quite well versed on pugs, you may have heard. But just because it's legal doesn't mean that it's fucking right. Like, Jesus. She told the newspaper that a court bailiff and 2 city officials arrived at her home in November to search for valuables to repay the debts owed to the city. At first, media reports say they considered seizing the wheelchair belonging to her disabled husband, but it was not their property, belonging instead to an employee insurance association. Right. If I was a debt collector, I would try and conduct it with some morals. I would take the TV, I would take, the computer, I would take... Well, but I wouldn't take the car because the guy's disabled, right? I would not take the wheelchair, and I would not take the fucking family dog. I would not do that. Like, I would turn around and say, yeah, we need to recover this debt, but, let's not be evil about doing it. Like, that would inflict unnecessary suffering on the people. So no, I wouldn't take the wheelchair or the family dog, right? If I was a debt collector, I would have some semblance of morals. Like, for example, I wouldn't take the child's PlayStation. See, if there was a child that had a PlayStation, I wouldn't take that. I would leave that alone. That belongs to the kid. The debt's got nothing to do with him. Like, leave the kid alone. But this... oh my god. That assertion was fiercely contested by the city, with spokesman Frank Mershaus calling it a wicked rumour. Aids to guarantee the mobility of people with disabilities are absolutely exempt from being seized as collateral, unlike pets. He said no enforcement officer would come up with the idea. I don't know. I'm pretty sure if someone would seize the family dog, something that the family love and adore and probably cried for days about, like, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be too far-fetched to think they would also try and take the wheelchair. I think they probably did consider taking the wheelchair. In either case, it turned out that Edda was the most valuable possession in the home. I know now that Edda is in good hands, the former owner said, but added her 3 children missed it. 3 kids. 3 kids lost their fucking dog. The story has since been covered by dozens of news outlets across Germany. Mr. Meerschaus said the seizure of the dog was legal insofar as it was a valuable pet. Nonetheless, the incident will be fully investigated, he said, stressing both that a pet seizure had never happened before and the emotionally challenging nature of financial enforcement work. The use of a private eBay account for selling a living creature would also be looked at, he said. Give the dog back. Give the dog back. That is absolutely... If this all turns out to be true, right, that is disgusting. That is absolutely fucking vile. Give the dog back. Give the fucking dog back. Take something else, right? Or give them a payment plan or something like that, right? That's... Give them their fucking dog back.